It's 1 minute before good afternoon, so we're still at good morning. Welcome back to Mr. Jeffers' Algebra 2 class. Don't forget, hit like and subscribe with the bell. So today we're doing linear modeling.
It is now good afternoon.
Yes, now it's good afternoon. All right. That means everybody has to dress up as a linear function, and we're going to, y'all are going to go in the hall. I'm going to roll out the red carpet like the guy does on the TikTok, and y'all are going to do your model walk. Okay, no. Okay, why they try to make these fancy words for math, I have no idea. So linear modeling is nothing more than taking either a chart or a graph and writing an equation for it. Okay, when you hear modeling, it's not like, oh, we get to dress up. That's not what we're doing. Okay, well, today is a good thing the webcam's not working. Okay, if I jump around, some of y'all are going to have a seizure because of all the different stuff that's on my shirt. Okay, so all right, we're trying to find A and K. Remember, this is A, this is K. If you forget, it's on the board. Okay, now to find A, we look at the change in Y values. Okay, so doop ba doop ba doop ba doop ba doop ba doop. All right, so what is happening each time to go from right to left? What are we doing? Yeah, we're adding 3. So it's a plus 3. All right. Guess what? What? That is our A value, or what we would also call slope in other times. Okay, our K is the Y value when X equals 0. So we look up here. All right, so here's where X equals 0. That value is 7, and it's positive, so I'm put. So that is our equation for that chart. Okay, now that's it. Okay, now here's what's crazy about my notes that some of y'all are not used to. I tell you exactly what to do, and then I expect you to do exactly that. Wow. Okay, so now if we're doing this, all right, on number 1, let's look at our change in Y values. What's happening each time as we go from left to right? Down by 2, so it's -2. So that is our A value. Okay. All right. What is our Y? Let's see, X is 0 right here, so our Y value is, so that is our equation. All right, looking at number 2. Number 2. All right. Yes, we're adding 5. So that's our A value. Yes, what is the Y value when X equals 0? 0. Now, we could actually put that there, or you don't have to. You could leave it blank. Okay. Now, I have y'all probably filling in the A and the K. I can't remember exactly how it will be on the test next week, but it's basically, it's this. Okay, you'll find out tomorrow on the check on learning and on the pre-practice test and practice test. Okay. All right. All right. If you've already done 3 and 4, just hold tight. We're actually going to let y'all come back and go over that and stuff. All right. So now we're going to, if you flip over to the back, like on the Batman show, if you flip over to the back of your paper, now we're looking at graphs. Okay. So the K value is where the graph touches the y-axis. All right. So if we look at this, where does the graph touch the y-axis? At 0. Okay. At 0. So again, you could put 0 here or leave it blank. Either one. All right. Now, this is where people get lost. Okay. How do we get from this point to the next point? Well, we go over 10, and this one we go up 2.
Is it rise over run?
It's rise over run. All over it. Now, this would actually reduce down to 1 over 5. You could actually, let's do this. This becomes, biscuits. Golly. Yeah, I'm just starting it over. All right, this becomes 1 over 5. So that is what we would put in here. Now, if you're like, but Mr. Jeffries, I'm not good at reducing fractions. These calculators will do it. Okay, a lot of the calculators around will do it now. If you need help on that, I'll show you. All right. Let's look at this one right here. We'll probably spend more times on the graph because these are the ones that people miss the most. Okay. Where does it touch on the y-axis? So this goes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This touches at 12. All right. So that is our K value. All right. How do we get from this point to the next point? Okay. So it looks like we went over 90. And then and down 3. So this would be, now this will reduce to negative 1 over 30. Yeah, 30. Yeah, 30. It's a little crappy, but it's 30. Sometimes it's clean, sometimes it's 30. Now, so what do you mean? Oh, I put 10? Oh, man. Earlier today, I said 10 and I wrote 12. And some people asked, because I got on to people about the younger classes about did they take their special vitamins all this week, because I think they went home after last week and then forgot because they come in okay, all jacked up on Mountain Dew and whatever and acting a fool, and they said, did you take your special vitamins? I said, if I didn't, there'd be blood on the floor. All right. Guys, notice these directions are written exactly how you would probably talk to yourself when you do this, okay? This is the conversation that I have in my head when I do these, okay? So, where does this touch the y-axis? At 5. How do we get from 5? Now, the next point, when we say next point, this is going to the right. I know some people be like, well, it went this way. We read from left to right, not right to left. So we're getting to this point, so we went over 1, down 2. Now, some people would say, well, I went down 2 over 1. It's the same thing, man. Now, we wrote it as 2 over 1 because it's rise over run, but what does negative 2 over 1 turn into? -2. Yes. Now, if you were to leave it as negative 2 over 1, do you think I'm going to count off? No. Okay, I'm just glad that you actually got the right numbers there. Woo! Okay. All right. Is that the last one of the graphs? Okay. So that's the last one of the graphs. Now, the in-class audience is actually going to go back and do the 2 problems on the front. Then we're going to go back and Wait, there's number 7?
There's a number 7 on there.
I don't believe y'all.
It's right there.
Go down.
Hey, you just sleep all. You keep on sleep. Okay, well, we got another one. Shh. Hey, shh. All right, so where does this touch the y-axis?
At 3. -3.
At -3. Right here, -3. All right, now this is where people have the hardest time. When I'm saying the next point, all right, y'all see the little grid back there? That is the next point. Where does it actually touch on a grid? Now it's not here because that's, so I went over 2, up 3. So that would be shh, or are we, you know, it's actually been researched that most, teenage boys that have a hard time keeping their hands off of other teenage boys are just hiding homosexual tendencies that will be exposed later in their 20s. So let's, yeah, so when we're trying to give somebody a Native American sunburn, let's think about where that's headed. Okay, so you could write this as 3/2 or 1.5. It doesn't matter, but usually we would write it as 3/2. I will accept both. Okay. All right, now that's the last one on the lesson, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, now they're going to go back and do those other 2, and we're going to talk about how to keep our hands to ourselves. All right. So for those watching around the world, don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe to the bell. Good stuff, good things. Roll Tide.